Thank you, Dr. Joline. That was very comprehensive, but there's just one question I had for you to start it off, is how often should one do a detox?
Well, see, the kind of plan that we have, it's a kind of a plan that you can really blend it with your lifestyle. So you don't really have to, get onto it. Like, it's not like a detox plan. It's a plan that will help you, throughout your life. You can do it once, you can plan it and do it, say, once a month or once in 2 months. But once you get onto the program, you will understand that this is quite doable, and you can do it even, every 2 weeks, or, you can get onto a plan where you stay off processed food for about 1 week or 2 weeks and things like that. So it's a very simple plan, but yet it shows results. It has, benefits, because we've designed it in such a way that we do not compromise on any nutrients. So, people believe that detox plans are all about drinking juices and having a lot of salads and soups. Well, this is a plan which does not really include salads and soups, but you can have your meals and still have results.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was, we've gone through the day one, and we have shared that on some of our groups, and it seems extremely easy to follow. I mean, it's not anything difficult, and yet it fits into our regular lifestyle. So that's really a great program. We're looking forward to it. Are there any questions that people have? Would you like to just unmute and ask your questions? There's one question here from Divya, and she says, if I fast once a week for religious reasons, can I do that this week as well?
Yes, of course, you can definitely do it. Well, I don't recommend the whole fasting process, because it requires a lot of monitoring. Like, I would like to know what are your stats and things like that, and then we can design a program for you where we can include fasting. But yes, in the detox program, you can definitely include the fasting. If it's I believe that if you're getting onto a fast, if it's for a religious purpose, or, it's a traditional fast that has been done by your grandmother and your great grandmothers, then it's definitely fine. It'll help you.
So this is Divya. So I think Beena just read out my question. So it is religious, but I think a lot of things that you said shouldn't be consumed. I am consuming. So I only drink coffee and tea during my fast. So I'll make sure that I don't do it this week at least. And hopefully going forward from here. But yeah, so it's great to know that I can continue my fast this week as well. Thank you so much.
Welcome. She clearly said no tea and coffee, Divya.
I know, that's what I said. So that I'll change this week. Yeah. I'll probably shift to milk or something else. So whatever she says, out of what she says, I will stick to that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anybody else would like to ask a question about what Dr. Joline's already spoken, or the upcoming detox program that we are starting on Monday? Just for your information, we will be having a WhatsApp group, which will be monitored by Dr. Joline, and she'll be available to you throughout that week for any questions that you may have during the detox program. So we will add you to that group. And if you are joining, please join today or tomorrow at the latest, because you have to get the grocery list for Monday onwards. And that's important. We're going to be sharing that tomorrow with everybody that has already registered, and those of you who may register. So if you're interested, please let us know. Give us your name and your either email address or your phone number, and we can get in touch with you and tell you how you can proceed with registering and how the program will flow from Monday onwards. All right. So we have Anuradha Sikka, who has put a question here. Anu, would you like to ask your question by unmuting?
Yeah. What about the fruit trees? I mean, teas and the chamomile and green tea?
I can suggest just 1 or 2 cups per day of any tea. Do not abuse the tea or the coffee. That is my frank advice to everybody. It could be green tea, it could be blue tea, it could be purple tea, it could be any tea. But you can definitely drink 2 cups of tea per day. You can have one in the morning. Not the first thing in the morning, not a tea or a coffee first thing in the morning, but of course with your breakfast you can have 1 cup. And we Indians, we love our chai in the evening, so you can definitely have a small cup of tea, not the whole mug, what we generally have, a small cup of tea just to keep you, awake and refreshed in the evening, that can be done. But not just because it's said it's healthy, or chamomile tea is healthy, or the Earl Grey tea is healthy, that does not mean that we keep drinking a lot. Okay. With teas, the thing that is, you shouldn't be drinking more than 2 cups a day. Do not start your day with a cup of tea or coffee, and do not have tea or coffee after 6 p.m. in the evening.
But like I like to have a chamomile tea at night before sleeping. I feel it soothes
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Why don't you have it in the morning, or in the evening?
No, it gets me a better sleep.
You can definitely have haldi and ajwain tea. It really helps. That's much better.
Okay.
A combination of
fine.
haldi and ajwain gives you better sleep.
Okay, thanks.
You can try that.
Thank you.
Anuradha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Any other questions? Does anybody have questions on the program or anything outside of the program, even on nutrition? Dr. Joline will be happy to answer. Does anybody have any issues or anything like that which you would like to talk about?
Veena-ji, this is Geetesh. I just wanted to thank you, Dr. Joline. That was a very enlightening detox program. Information. My challenge is my 18-year-old daughter. She likes, as everyone does, sweets and snacks, and she has the PCOD. How do we make it feel like it's not a detox, but still manage to get them to be more conscious of their health and what they are doing to it now, without coming across as a father? That's the reason I'm asking.
Was that a question? I couldn't really hear you, Geetesh.
Sorry, Dr. Joline. I don't think my mic was far away. I'm saying I have an 18-year-old daughter, and she obviously, like a teenager, likes sweets and snacks and fried foods, and I did too when I was 18. But she's got a PCOD. How do we get them to look at detox as something that they can welcome without feeling like it's a medicated fatherly advice coming through?
Well, if she's 18, I know it's going to be difficult to get her to join this program, honestly, because I get a lot of parents who want their kids to join, and it's difficult because they don't really understand the importance. But if she's got PCOD, and then if you can convince her that, you can get off medication after you start something like this, and it's not something that she has to continue for months together, just a 7 days program where she can just try. And if the doctor can reduce her medication, if her weight comes down, her periods get regular, then it would be great for her. So you could try that. You could tell her that it's, a program for just 7 days, and it will help you reduce your medication, because that is something most of my clients come back and tell me that, once they get on to eating healthy and eliminating a lot of processed food from their diet, the doctors themselves will tell you to reduce your medication. And this has happened not just to PCODs, but also to people with diabetes, with thyroid. I, in fact, work with an endocrinologist here in Goa, and we've started programs together for people with diabetes and thyroid. And we've really seen a drastic change once, they kind of change their lifestyle. So a little bit of exercise. I'm not saying that you have to join the gym and you have to lift a lot of weights. Just get on to, starting your day right, ending it right, getting just about 20 minutes of a workout every day. And that will surely bring a change in her.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Joline. Can I reverse it as well? So I have a mother who's 68. She has all the three things you mentioned, diabetes, thyroid, and She has diabetes, thyroid, and autoimmune.
Okay,
and
autoimmune.
She tries to keep fit. I mean, she eats light. She doesn't have too heavy meals. She has diabetic foot, but she does manage to do 20 minutes of walk every second day. Would this help her, or because she is on quite a bit of medication?
You're asking me whether the program would help her?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will definitely help her. It will.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll encourage her to also join in.
Gitesh, why don't you just do it like a family thing so that she doesn't think it's something different, unusual. Just change the diet for the family for a week and see how it turns out.
I wish I had that power, Binaji. Most fathers don't have that power. Most sons don't have that power either. And they're not in the same
it's
city.
a natural
And
thing.
I think Swiggy is probably the biggest villain right now. You serve food that they don't like, and I think most teenagers know how to get their own options.
And also, my parents are not with me right now. They just gone to Chennai, so difficult to get them on the same call. But I'll encourage mom to join in and see if she can do what Dr. Joline advises.
Yeah, but I have to confess that in my family we do have some health issues and chronic health issues, and diet has been the single most effective thing that we've seen. We've tried homeopathy, we've tried allopathy, we've tried so many different kinds of medication, but diet is very, very critical. It really literally is like putting the right fuel into a car. You can't put diesel into a petrol car and expect it to run. And it really is true about our human bodies. They have to be treated right. So I highly recommend diet changes from personal experience. And I'm definitely part of this program that we're doing starting on Monday. So if there's some way, Gitesh, you can encourage them to, just try it for a week. It's not such a long period as well,
I'm a strong believer. Food. Yeah. I thank food when I eat it because it's the Brahma that creates us. We become what we eat, and I totally respect that. So definitely will encourage without coming across as a sage advisor always. I will try my best. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question from Naina. Naina, would you like to unmute and ask your question? Naina?
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there's so rather than just for detox purposes, my main want is to boost the metabolism, and I just wondered if there was anything that actually just boosts the metabolism.
The most important two factors are sleep and exercise, because even if your diet is correct, at times if you're not getting the right amount of sleep, I've seen that people don't tend to burn as much of calories that they're supposed to burn, because I know that in about 15 days of starting the program, what is the progress of a patient. So if the person is not sleeping right, or if the person is not exercising right, these are two major factors why your metabolism drops. Okay, so definitely, and also over exercising. So just 3 days in a week, if you exercise for about an hour, get about 150 minutes every week is good enough to get your metabolism going. And you don't really have to only walk for long hours or just lift up weights. It has to be a combination. That is what really helps to build your metabolism. If you have a little bit of yoga, stretching, a little bit of pranayam, a little bit of strength training, maybe squats and things like that, that is what will really help. Second is your sleep. Now, we say we need to sleep for 7 hours or 8 hours a day, but the time that you sleep really matters. So try to get your sleep between 11:30 to around 5:30, 6 in the morning. 11:30 in the night to 6 in the morning. That is the perfect time to sleep, because during that period is when your body rejuvenates, or it kind of bounces back, so it's ready or it's prepped for the next day. So that is when your metabolism really can get better. As far as the food is concerned, if you have your meals on time, like if you have a good breakfast, something like an Indian breakfast would be the best. Stay away from Kellogg's and Chocos and muesli and packaged breakfast. Get a good balanced lunch also, like get your grains in the form of rice or rotis with a little bit of ghee on it, your lentils and vegetable. And if you're a vegetarian, then you can have a little bit of paneer if you like it, or your dals and or the other pulses are perfectly okay. If you're a non-vegetarian, maybe an egg one day a piece of fish or even meat would be great. try to have your dinner early. Try to see that, you have your dinner at about 7:30 or anytime between 7:30 to 8:30, so that you get enough time for your dinner to get digested before you go to bed. So these are what really help the metabolism.
So all of those above, I do.
Okay.
And I don't know, I've reached a kind of a plateau at the moment, like where it's just, I don't seem to be able to shift the weight.
Did you get your vitamin D levels checked? Iron levels, vitamin D.
Yeah, that's all okay. That's all okay.
Vitamin D and the iron is also fine.
Iron was low recently meaning in like about 6-7 months ago or something, but it seems to be okay. But I think that is probably on a slightly low side. So although it's in the normal limits, it's not that much above the lower limit.
Got it.
But the doctors haven't recommended for me to have iron tablets or anything like that. So at the moment, on paper, it looks like, I'm okay.
That could be one of the reasons. Any thyroid-related problems or gut-related issues?
So I have got hypothyroidism.
Oh, you have hypo, okay.
I do have hypothyroidism, but that's, again, that's well regulated, and it's my medication is leveled. I mean, if I were to increase that, then I know that I would just shift the weight just like that. But I know that it's to do with the medication. So I don't know if there's any other, like exercise I do, I'll go for a walk for at least half an hour every day. I do sleep by 11. I am sleeping.
No, I want you to change your exercise pattern, actually. The walking you can do for about 20 minutes, but try to get into a little bit of yoga or strength training. That would help better.
Okay, so I do pranayama and all that in the morning.
Sorry?
In the morning, I will have a glass of warm water and I will do pranayama, and I will do about 20 about 12 Surya Namaskars. So I do a little bit of yoga in the morning.
And a little bit of strength training, like a little bit of squats, maybe planks, things like that.
Yeah.
Stretching, bending.
Yeah, I've got a machine, so I can do that.
Yeah, so get that into your exercise routine. I think changing the exercise routine would help here. If your diet, as you say, your diet is fine, then
I'm a vegetarian, and diet-wise, I'm kind of balancing. I eat by 6:30. We eat. So I think I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to, but
then don't worry. It's gonna fall in place. Don't worry about the weight. Rather, you focus on having good lean muscle mass. If that's happening for you, then you don't really have to bother about the number that you see on the scale. That's just the number. It doesn't tell you anything about your fitness. Sure. If you're seeing results in terms of your body getting better, you're getting quality sleep, your stamina is improving, your digestion is better, then don't worry about the weight.
Yeah, all of that I have no complaints about, and I can sleep just like that. And I don't, if anything, maybe I should have a little bit more sleep, but I'm certainly sleeping from 11 till at least 7 in the morning. So, I don't have any issues there. Even digestion is fine. But I just didn't know if there was a quick fix for the metabolism to just get boosted. They say, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they say cinnamon, a bit of cinnamon in water boosts your metabolism. Is that correct or incorrect?
Not really. I don't really think that is true, but you need a combination of your, different things together. It's just drinking that, not exercising or not sleeping on time is not really going to help, but don't overdo it. If you want, you can have 1 cup a day, but do not really, have it throughout. Like people have this habit of doing this detox water, or they'll infuse their water and have it throughout the day. Because I had a lot of clients doing that. Like I always recommend a little bit of hot water when you're working out, and a dash of haldi in it. So there was this client of mine who kept doing it throughout the day. He was drinking about 3 liters of haldi water. And he had uric acid. His uric acid increased, and he had other issues also. So things like this can go wrong. Yeah. So don't overdo it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Naina. Sheetal Chawla says if she joins the program, she said, what's the next step after 7 days?
After 7 days, well, you would actually learn in the 7 days what you can do. What you can do after that. You would know what to eat and when to eat. So it's not like I mentioned right in the beginning, it's not something that is very comprehensive and it's something out of the box, but it's just that I will not be monitoring it for after the 7 days. You're on your own. That is the only change, but you can carry on doing it for the next 1 month also, or 2 months also. It's nothing difficult. So after that, you can join other programs that we have also if you want to. But trust me, in 7 days you will definitely start seeing changes, and you will realize that just eating simple foods, home cooked foods, you're getting results.
Thank you, doctor. There's Srinjoy Mukherjee. Would you like to unmute and ask your question?
That's about the vitamin E supplement.
That's right. Is vitamin E supplements good for your liver?
Well, vitamin E is not just good for the liver. It's got a lot of benefits, especially for your nerves. The nerve endings, when they get very sensitive and tender, that's when people do take vitamin E supplements. Secondly, post menopause, people get a lot of tingling, numbness, headaches, pigmentation on their skin, excessive bleeding, so hormonal imbalance. It helps a lot of things. Don't just take it because it's good for the liver. There are a lot of other things that you will have to do for the liver, not just the vitamin E supplement.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Joline. I think that takes care of all the questions here. Okay, sure, go ahead. Srinjoy?
No, thank you so much. Thanks for the information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, like,
Dina, can I ask?
Yes, of course
Dina?
you can. Yes, please.
Doc, you just spoke about vitamin E. So I used to get a lot of cramps on my legs and feet. And then one of the doctors told me that have vitamin E, but have it only for 1 month and then give a gap. It really helped me. But now I'm not having cramps, but you think I should continue having vitamin E?
You can give a break for about a month and then start again. Then you can give a break for another 15 days or 20 days and then start back again. So this is what you should be doing with all your supplements. If you're taking, even if you're taking a calcium, vitamin D, or a magnesium or an iron supplement, take it for about a month, give it a break for about 10-15 days, and then you can start back again.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Anybody else would like to
unmute? A question about lemon juice, the fresh lime during the whole day. No, you don't really need to do that. You can have your normal plain water, and that is perfectly okay. You can have 1 glass of lemon juice, maybe, during the midday between breakfast and lunch if you want to, but not throughout the day. Don't overdo it.
Okay. Another question?
Yeah. Sorry. Of vitamin B12 mean? Vitamin B12 is something that the body does not really make. Okay, like the other vitamins and minerals, there are certain vitamins that the body synthesizes. So vitamin B12, we get it from fermented foods, sprouts, and meats, organ meats, especially from the liver, the chicken liver. Is something that is a very big source of vitamin B12, but I do not recommend it because today our animals are injected with a lot of chemicals and hormones and antibiotics, and then we eat them. So I don't really recommend organ meat or meat for B12, but definitely you can have sprouts, and you can have your fermented foods like idlis, dosas, uttapas. These are things that you can include. Your curd, dahi rice, curd rice can definitely be included.
All right. One last question we'll take, and then after that we can close. Sodox can be consumed to detox?
Is this the antioxidant supplement, Sodox?
Dr. Syed?
Yes, it is antioxidant.
Yeah, you can see, you don't really have to stop any of your previous medication or supplements that you're taking. I wouldn't really recommend doing that, so you can definitely continue during your detox. And then gradually you can decide whether you really need to take it or not. If you're eating the right amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet, you're getting the right amount of antioxidants, then it's okay to stop after a while.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Lloyd D'Souza just came in and asked, is tamarind good for detoxing liver?
I don't really recommend tamarind as a detoxifier for the liver, but yes, you can include it in your curries and your gravies. You can include it as a chutney. It's a wonderful ingredient in our Indian kitchens. It's amazing. Why just for the liver, but it's also rich in vitamin C. It adds that nice tangy chatpata flavor to our food. So you can definitely have it. There's no issue with tamarind at all. Even for acidity and any kind of gut related issues, you can definitely have tamarind. Not on our Indian charts, and don't overdo the charts with the tamarind. But of course, you can have a tamarind chutney with your lunch also, or your dinner also.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Joline. And for the rest of the participants, I'd like to inform you that we have already posted all the enrollment links. Everything is there, either sent to you by email or it's sent to you on the WhatsApp groups. So if you're interested in joining the program that starts on Monday onwards, please do that immediately as soon as possible. And thank you so much, Dr. Joline, for answering all the questions we had on detox. Plenty of them. Yeah, thank you so much. It was very, very comprehensive. I think we've understood a lot. And if anybody has specific questions to ask, I think they can, come on the WhatsApp group, which we'll create for the Monday program onwards, and they can ask you those questions. So thank you so much, Dr. Joline. At Rtambhara, we look forward to your presence on Select Fridays, where we bring to you interesting topics on holistic wellness and the arts, delivered by a host of distinguished, knowledgeable speakers. The program details will be posted on our WhatsApp groups and social media platforms. Meanwhile, we look forward to your participation and enrolling in our upcoming detox program. And like I told you already, you will be added to the WhatsApp group, and you can ask your questions directly to Dr. Joline during the program. Thank you so much, everybody. And we look forward to your participation in the detox program. Thank you.